To search the Multnomah Library, the first thing you want to do is go to multnomah.edu/library. From there, you'll find the library's main homepage, and you'll see a big search bar where you can enter your search terms. But before I go there, I do want to point out that if you scroll down, you'll encounter some information on other resources the library provides, as well as their contact information if you run into problems. So let's say I want to do some research on gun control. I will just type in my topic here, and I recommend using nouns, not questions or verbs when you search the library database. They're programmed to use nouns, and I'll explain that more later. So in my search results, if you're brand new to a topic, there's a helpful research starter that they point out here, which can give you an overview of your topic. Now, in your results, there's going to be a lot of different types. So here I can see that there's an ebook, there's a nonfiction kind of like reference work, it looks like. There's a peer-reviewed scholarly source. Remember, scholarly and peer-reviewed are pretty close to the same thing. There's a reference entry, and there's also an article which is not a scholarly source. Now, if you want to limit down your results a little bit more, you have some limiting options up here. So let's say maybe I want only full text because this paper's due tomorrow and I have to find my sources right away. If your instructor said use only scholarly sources or peer-reviewed, you can check this box right here, but know that that will limit you mainly to scholarly articles, and it will usually count out things like ebooks. So for a source type, maybe maybe I'm done with scholarly articles, I have enough, and I just want to look at books, I can select here, or maybe in my searches I'm getting too many book reviews, I could just go over here and make sure to click academic journals and magazines and books, and that will weed out the reviews. So here's an example of one record. I'm going to go in and show you what it looks like and what you're seeing a bit more. So I like the look of this article. I think I might use it in my paper. And why I was saying it can be helpful to just use nouns is because library catalogs use things called subject terms. They're kind of like hashtags that we use on social media. So they'll pull up words that are related to what you've searched. So here we see gun control matches my search term, and it's also pulling up some similar ones that are related to this article. Now, if maybe I'm wanting to find out, all right, why are law enforcement missing some of these people? I could say, oh, signal processing might be something related to gun control. And if I click on this, it'll pull up all the sources related to this term that have this same kind of like hashtag, if you were. Now, one thing that's helpful when doing research is to go down and look at the abstract. This is a little summary of what the source is about, and usually articles will have an abstract and sometimes books. So to access this article, what I would do is go to where it says access, and if it gives you the option between the full text or the PDF text, I personally recommend getting the PDF text because that will give me page numbers, and that helps with citing your quotes to be able to use the page number if you were. So I can see the page number right there is 726. And you still have all the information you need, like the journal it came from and all of that. So if I like this article, up here I can cite it by clicking this little quotation mark and then select the appropriate citation style, which I'll go ahead and choose MLA. Now, I do recommend occasionally double checking these citations because they're not always complete. So in MLA, they often like you to give the name of the database as part of the citation when it's online. So you would want to go ahead and add that in. So just make sure that you can just copy the citation and paste it in your paper, or you can export it to your citation creator if you use one. Now, if you want to share this article with yourself or get the hyperlink for it, I recommend clicking on Share and then click on Create Link and use this link here. Do not use this one up here. This one will not work. It's unique just to your search that you're doing right this time, and if you go back to it, it won't pop up or it won't work for someone else. So make sure to use this link right here. Then lastly, if you want to print the article or save it, you can create your own EBSCO account and do that as well. All right, so going back, that's really just a quick overview of how to use the sources for the library and search the database, and I hope that helps.